Hi, welcome back to another One Chart lesson. I'm Matt Toms. Today is a classic rock song by the band called Free, and the song is Wishing Well. It's a really quite a simple song with a great simple guitar riff throughout, and chords are very easy as well. So I'm playing this on an acoustic. You can play it on a classical, you can play it on an electric, you can use a clean sound, you can use a dirty sound. It doesn't matter. What matters are the notes and how you play it. So the song itself, like I said, is really quite simple. It's going to teach you something about muted strumming, because that's where we get most of our rhythm in this song from. I'm going to take you through the opening riff first, because it's very, very simple. It's an iconic riff. We start on the 2nd fret of the D string, which is an E note. Go down to the open D string, 2nd fret A string, open A string. That's the first phrase. As that kind of lands on the open A note, you can also play an A power chord there. If you're on your own and you're playing this song on one guitar, it's probably going to sound a bit fatter and a bit fuller if you can get to that A power chord. Now, an A power chord, if you don't know, is just the root note of a chord plus the 5th. And when I say the 5th, I mean the 5th note up in the major scale of that chord. So for this A chord here, if we went up the A major scale, we'd go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 5th note, that's our 5th that we use for the power chord. It's the root note and the 5th, which is why power chords are often written as A5 or D5 or E5 or whatever the power chord is. They use a 5 to denote that it's a power chord, because it's just got the root and the 5th only in it. So if you can do that, land on the A power chord. If you can't, probably still going to sound pretty good. The second part of the phrase, and I've called that the riff A because it's based on the A chord. The next riff is called a riff E chord because we finish on the E, and in the same way you can finish on the E power chord for this too. So we go 2nd fret A string, open A, 3rd fret E string, and either land on the open E string or the E power chord. Then you go back to the A riff, and that's your first 3 bars taken care of. Then you land on the G. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3 for another bar, 4. And then we start our muted strumming for our most part of the song. So pick or fingernails, doesn't matter. Finger picking as well, you can do that, but you're kind of putting the pressure on with your left hand or with your fretting hand, and releasing the pressure without taking your fingers off the strings, and that helps mute that strum. The other thing you do is with any part of this right strumming hand, doesn't have to be your right hand. If you're a left-handed player, then your left hand is your strumming hand. But with any part of your hand, as soon as you do the strum, you let it come back to rest on the strings, and that'll cut it short. That's our rhythm. And you might see me from time to time use my pinky, like that, to mute those strings as well. So all of these little things you can combine, you can do just one. The idea is to cut all those notes short so you get that really nice short sound for the E minor. Alright? That's the verse. Take off your hat, kick off your shoes, you know you ain't going anywhere. So those chords are C and D, back to E minor. And you repeat that line again. Run round the town, singing your blues, you know you ain't going anywhere. Then we move into the chorus, and this is where your strums become more open. You've always been a good friend of mine, C, D, E minor, but you always say farewell. Repeat it again, repeat it one more time for a total of 3. The only time that you're satisfied is with your, on the 4th time you go feet in the wishing. And we go back to the riff. So on your chart you'll see a DS. DS means del segno, means to the sign. Del segno means to the, segno means sign. Sorry, del means to the, segno means sign. It's like a repeat direction, sends you back up to where that segno is, which looks a little bit like a dollar sign up the beginning of the chart. So you're back into the riff. At the end of that chorus, feet in the wishing well. Again, after the third riff A, back to the G for 2 bars. 1, 2, 3, then the E minor. 2, 3, 4. Then it goes into another verse, just like the first. And on those C's and D's, you can strum more. You can do whatever you want. Just keep the tempo and the timing going. It doesn't really matter what you strum there. After you go through that second verse and you've gone through another chorus, we blast straight on through the DS sign this time and go into the riff. Instead of going to the G, this time we go to an A minor. Hold that A minor for 2 bars, and then we move into this middle section. And I know what you're wishing for. F, G, A minor. Love in a peaceful world. Repeat that line. Love in a peaceful world. Then we go into what is more or less the solo section. There's not much of a guitar solo in there, but the chords stay the same. F, G, A minor. F, G, A minor. You can build up the strumming. Repeat that line again. End of that solo section goes to a C for 2 bars, then a D for 2 bars, then an F for a bar, G, then an A major for 2 bars. Then it moves to another chorus, but this time the chorus we're doing F, G, A minor. Know you've been such a good friend of mine, but you always say farewell. And the only time that you're satisfied, 4th time, F, G. Now we're going back into the riff again, but because we've changed key in that last chorus, the riff is going to change as well. And now it's a riff over a D chord. So we go 2nd fret G string, open G string, 2nd fret D string, land on the open D string, or if you want, on the D power chord. The second one is, I've called it a riff A2 because it's the riff, it's almost exactly the same as the first riff A that we did, but instead of the 2nd fret A string, we go to the 3rd fret A string down to the open A. So it's, and again, land on the A power chord if you can. So it's riff D again, riff A again. And that riff takes you out to the fade out of the song. You see I'm doing a little bend there. Not technically right, I kind of like it. I think it sounds a little bit, bluesy, but do it, don't do it. It's just a little, not on that one, but on the 3rd fret you do it. And the same with the E riff, when you do that 3rd fret on the E string, if you do a little bend there, just a fraction of a bend, not very much at all, not too much. So that is Wishing Well by Free. It's it's a cracker of a classic rock song, and it's a fun, easy riff to play on guitar. So enjoy that. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we hope to see you back here again soon. We're uploading new songs every week. Thanks for watching.